Running on the springy turf. Oh, such as that tan bark. Oh, that was so nice. It was like running on a trampoline. Oh, asphalt is not a trampoline. Although the asphalt in the middle of a road is typically a little softer than this crap. This old fucking concrete slabbery. Slabbery, I say. Boy. Okay, left ankle. Outside left ankle is saying hello. What are we doing? Right hip is like, I don't know. But I trusted the captain. And now nothing hurts. Except for you, ankle. And the ankle's like, well, I wouldn't say hurt. Just ache. Just a little sense of maybe a little overstretch. A little bit like it'd be nice to have a little more muscle. Keep me from bouncing around as this fool bounds like a bloodhound on a rabbit. Merrily, if not outright gaily, among the wheat. The only thing he's missing is a pinwheel and a boxed lunch. Yeah. Well, I have fat stores in my belly, don't I? So I guess I do have the boxed lunch. Tomorrow's boxed lunch, the next day. Wonder how many days this belly would last me if I wasn't eating. Maybe we'll ask that question on Monday. It's currently Saturday, so maybe in a couple of days, I'll let y'all know if I extend my fast a little bit. Maybe through a sleep cycle. And go like, I don't know, like breakfast to breakfast or something. Hey, remember when we were here yesterday? Perhaps a little less jumpy. Dude, I'm spring loaded. That's what I'm talking about. Spring loaded, you can't hold me back. And I had a plan too. And I'm happy to show you. That's our hill. Well, it's one of them. Nothing wrong with that hill. Nothing wrong, period. Remember when I said that we really, that carpenter bee was just chilling, wings out. He might be dead. Yeah, we really don't know where we're gonna go when we walk out the door. Truly, this is Bilbo Baggins Cast. I'm your host, Hobbit Foot Spring Load. Frodo Grass Hopkins. We're shuffling around now. What a nice day. Yep, I bought my car on this road. Thank you, road. Thank you, hill. Boy, is that car pulling for me right now. Anyway, yeah. A short run, few minutes, see the vineyards, read a scary neighborhood poster. Whew, okay, we're in the road. All right. Ooh. Oh, yeah, we could have run that park too. In fact, today is the day to digress. So let's do it. In fact, oh yeah. As long as we can jump and it doesn't hurt, I'll take my chances. That was quite nice. That was quite nice. That's 4 jumps in, what is that, 4 jumps in a row? 5 painless jumps in a row? I better take a moment's consideration on those exercises. Maybe today. You know, I woke up and I had no plan to run. Now, I'm watching myself have no plan to exercise, yet I'm watching my excitement build. Because if those exercises translate to pain-free jumping, as just happened all those times in a row, then we really found some secret treasure, didn't we? That's what the podcast is all about. What a powerful thing. You better believe I'm not going to brush that aside or squint. I'm going to take it all in. Us on the bridge. Look at us. Running on the bridge. Running on the bridge. Running through the briars. A little opening in the fence here. Yes. And nobody on the other side. Just how I like it. Oh, the shade. The shade is very deep right here. Oh, that's luxurious. Oh my goodness. That's a beautiful little garden. I like that. Pretty. Oh. Whew. Even the wire isn't bothering me today. Hey. Let me know if you get far too motion sick when I do that and that. God, it does my heart good to see the ch2 open again. That's so good. Doors open, people are over there. That's awesome. Man, this place is starting to come to life again. Ain't that what spring and summer is for? All the ladies out in their colorful wear. Bunch of dudes in suits back there. Looked like a real party. Might have been a wedding. Who knows? Thank you. That driver was backing out of that driveway and she looked, she saw, and we had an accord. That's all it takes. I learned from Jordan Peterson, of all people, that that seems like the studies show human beings evolved whites to our eyeballs in the hominid phase, somewhere back there, because it made it easier to see what each other were looking at. I like that. It means that we can strike an accord quickly, even deep into our 40s and 50s. Eyeball whites are not the hardest things to see, even at a fair distance. Aging drivers with glasses and things, we can still strike an accord. That's just one more tool in the toolkit. That's 5 more cents in the bank. And we're set to cash in, not just on this run. We'll be laughing all the way to the bank for the foreseeable future on this here podcast. And the volume always scales up to 11. Let's listen in. So, we on the hill, reverse style. I had that in my mind as we bounded and yipped and yeehawed and cartwheeled like lunatics down by the community center. 5 minutes ago, whenever that was. And I've got half a mind not to head back that way. Either that girl smiled at me or she smiled at that fella in the white truck. I'm gonna prefer to think that she smiled at me with big dimples. Oh, that was nice. Beautiful women smiling in the sun. Talking about fractals, mosaics. What's different between what just happened and the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen? Or the last time we were down in that part of the road, which was what, yesterday before the breathcast? When I saw that, dodged that fucker. You can't get me, Mr. Hovering Wasp. I'm in a juking state. You can't get me. I'm too quick. Like Ben Stiller melting down at the end of that movie. I'm too strong. Throw his fucking glass bottle on the ground. It breaks. He steps on it barefoot. Ah! Grabs another cup, throws it, steps on it. Ah! I'm too motivated. Ah! And then he backflips like 5 times and gets arrested. I'm searching the old data bank for the name of that movie. Supersized Camp All of Us. Camp. Hey, don't matter none. Don't matter none. It's all experiences. Yesterday, when I got back inside, before I hit the showers, I looked at myself in the mirror, and my entire upper body was a salt pan. Caked white sheets of salt. That's how much perspiration I wrung out of my body. You could have mined me for like 3 or 4 minutes. Throw a ham hock at me and I'm basically a stew. Got a stew on. You know how I feel about salty stews and soups on balmy afternoons. One of my secret sadistic pleasures. Actually, it's a masochistic pleasure because it's painful. Is to drink hot beverages on hot days and eat spicy food on hot days. That'll get your heart racing. Nah. I was gonna turn back, but damn it, we're not doing it. It's corkscrews today. It's corkscrews and pin cushions. A hot drink on a hot day. I can already tell when my sweat dries. I'm gonna look the same way. I'm gonna look like a baking soda commercial. I wonder if there's an internet market, some kind of a gross, nasty black market on Etsy or something for finely crafted, hand-harvested human salt. It's gotta taste different, right? I did lick myself once yesterday, and it was so fucking salty. was so salty. I couldn't believe it. I was like, mother of pearl. Sweet nautical bejesus. Sweet Gatorade punching, football game winning jockmeisters. Sweet bitty baby Jesus. If I'd have had a sugar cube right at that point, I would have downed it. So salty it felt hot. So salty I immediately became sarcastic and petty. I had a strange urge to throw myself at my laptop and sign up for Twitter. That's happened once before. I almost signed up for Twitter a couple of years ago. Got right up to the password crafting screen. I was like, nope, can't do it. The foreboding was too strong. Gandalf the Grey holding me back from the edge by the scruff of my little puppy neck. Fly, you fools. The Balrog doth come. Yep. Looks like I'm a hobbit in some of these metaphors today, but an energetic one. Maybe next time I do a podcast, you'll see Boromir come out. Because what finer words than Tenacious D employed when they were crafting the song Wonder Boy. The line was, bring out your broadswords. There's the Hydra. So good. Something grand about that. There's a boyish glee in unsheathing your giant phallus to combat the great beast. And feast like kings on them drumsticks. Cornucopias. Our cups runneth over always. Together, as we toast and share each other's health by the fire. Remember the fire from like 4 episodes ago? Ooh. Yep. I felt it. Ooh, yeah. Oh, I felt it. And so, flies on the nose. My headset stayed on. That's good. Oh, but I just had a direct experience of acute hunger. And then I wiped my eye with my salty thumb, and now I'm blind. Oh, God. Oh, it's like shampoo. Oh, the ocean is on my face, and there's krill biting me. They passed. Oh, my own tears are not so salty, and combated the ultra salt that came off the portion of Utah that resides on my thumb. God. I'm like a superhero or something. Salt boy. Welcome to Saltcast, where it's always more than a grain. Seriously though. Is there a... Yeah, we're still recording. That's good. Is there a black market for human salt? If I sell you salt off my body and consent to my own actions, is that human trafficking? What a dark place to take that metaphor. I thought we were happily Tom Bombadilling all over the dunes here. Looks like I'm just a big old Tom Bomba dildo. No. You know, we have some mottos on this podcast. High morale, low expectations. That's one. Another one is that we're not just anything. So, don't at me. If you're poised over your keyboard like the sword of Damocles, ready to slice me to ribbons, I caution you and invite you to allow me to hold up a mirror so that you can see as you get your little Twitter fingers ready for the belittling battle, that all the hate is just projections. The reason why I say I'm not just anything anytime I make a self-effacing statement that is undue, which is most of the time, well, one reason why that's one of the mottos of this podcast is, because if I afford myself that grace, then by extension I afford you that grace. It allows me to be a charitable human being and make a mistake or 5. And then you now have the benefit. You now have a tool. All these free tools is basically a garage sale, and I'm out of paper and price tags. No pen in sight. People are just absconding with my tools. Fortunately, they regenerate immediately. Stronger than ever, the more I give them away. But yeah, that motto is designed specifically to combat the undue shame. The undue shame. And the other thing, which is the compliment beckoning. I'm gonna wait for that car and that car. There we go. And we'll switch to this side. And in a few seconds, we'll take a few steps. In fact, I'm just gonna... Yeah, there it is. My knees held on that one. That was good. I could have gone a lot of different ways. And the perineum is intact, my friends. You see, my perineum is not just hurt. It is not just injured. Oh, damn, there's a lot of traffic on this road. I'm gonna keep running in the grass here and stay off the road. Last time I kept the road, but I'm really sure of my footing right now. I'm watching. I even tilted my camera so you can watch the ground and have my back. Okay, nobody's coming. Back on the road. Whew. Eyes high. Whew. I don't know why we just sped up. Too strong, too motivated, God knows too charismatic, intelligent, funny, and good looking. Just too much, man. I'm basically, if you took a pitcher and you poured a Gatorade and a Red Bull into it and then threw a shot of Jack Daniels in there and put out a cigar in there, that's me. Just the manliest. Clint Eastwood would be like, damn, boy's got game. And now we're taking this turnout, this minor turnout, and slowing down so that this car can pass. Fuck, the ravine is coming up. Whew. Watch out for me. I need you watching out for me. Because for every coyote I see is a rat pack I don't. What does that mean? It sounded so good in my little boy brain. Oh. All right. Do I have the style and ease. Yes, I do. I think my head shrunk. All that egoic prattle a second ago really wrung my ego out. Now my head shrunk and my headset is a little loose for comfort on my shiny, sweaty brow. You know what I feel like? You know, that brow feels like Daniel Day-Lewis headbutting Leonardo DiCaprio in Gangs of New York. What a moment that was. Remember that last headbutt when he just really ground in? Oh my God. That was a serious moment. I was messed up. I don't know how much emotion you really can put into a headbutt besides that rhino rage we were talking about earlier. But Daniel pulled it off. A lot of complicated emotion in a headbutt of all things. But he was embodying a character in that movie. And that character existed in a time frame. And in that time frame, old New York, nobody's really bathing. So that was a gross ass stanky headbutt. More butt than head, really. Shout out to butts. Some of my favorite things. Welcome to Sweatcast. I'm Towley from South Park. I'll be your host. Have you ever been really, really dry? Yeah. Mucus. I got that throat mucus buildup. That's something that I've taken for granted growing up. Whoa. It's a weird day for signs and posters. Ooh. All right. Got a little tibialis. A little tibialis strain. Ugh. All right, bring it in. Left ankle's feeling better. Right hip's doing okay. Mind the tib. Oh, wow. A fair amount of extra skin just came off my lip. Courtney DeWalter, the gal who ran 1,000 miles in a day, a zillion billion orbits around the sun. Well, when that girl was on the Joe Rogan Experience, and she was flooding my mind with inspiration to get running, one thing she said, when Joe talked about her ails when it came to running long distances, she said chapstick. She said that chapped lips are the silent killer of marathons. I tend to agree. Although I have lots of loud killers in my joints that live in my joints and have hatchets ready to cut down the old growth forest of my tendons. You know what? We could have gone back that way. I chose not to. Okay, from this point, I'm single focused. There's only one place to go from here, and that's home. 'Cause I got hunger. I feel like picking my teeth in satisfaction of the gristle of a meal well felled. What shall I have? What shall I have? I'll have a jump. Left foot jump. Ooh. Scared some lizards. Good. Roar. I am the lion. Mucusy, half-dead lion. Sweating out the snail trail all the way back home. At what point did I stop making sense? Was that half an hour ago? Look, the podcast is perfect. It's perfect. It's a perfect manifestation of what I had in my heart when I thought about making it. It's perfect. Even the imperfections are perfect. Even the elbow crimping wing cam structure of this podcast. I just wanted to make sure just checked to make sure we were still recording. And we are. Yeah, it's a perfect podcast. So if on the podcast I get the wild hair, then by all means. Yeah. That meant doing a lot of squiggly detours today. Waiting and going. Just in case. Just in case. Practicing safety now so that on run number 500, hour 15, or God knows what, deep into a foggy night somewhere in the desert plain. That doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Or does it? Let me know in the comments if you have ever encountered a really, really foggy desert. Not dusty. I didn't say dusty. I'm watching you. I'm watching my words. Anyway, yeah. Look at this cactus. Hanging out. What a card. Oh, here we go. Whew. Split leg jump. Whew. We don't